Hello and welcome to Sport This Morning. I'm Cecilia Omogbe.
A very good morning to you. Welcome to the midweek edition of the show. I'm Yemi Adebayo.
We'll get started with the Nigerian Women's League and also Nigerian Football League. We're starting with midweek action today. So it's going to be a busy day for FC Robo. Abia Angels are coming to town. And of course for MFM, it's going to be another big one when they will be hosting Sunshine Stars. Remember, in the first fixture, it was MFM who went to Akure to defeat the team.
All right, still staying with football, but we're going to Portugal now to talk about the FIFA Confederations Cup and the battle for a spot in the finals is Portugal against Chile. We'll be talking much about that later on the show, but a feast of football on our hands tonight in the semi-final, faraway Russia, Chile and Portugal.
Well, after so much talks and leaks and everything, the Garcia report finally is out. FIFA has published the report. That was after it got leaked by a German newspaper. So many hurdles to cross there. Now, we'll definitely want to start with that one. You know, Yemi, when Garcia actually resigned, you know, because of the way his report was being treated, that was in 2014 and all that, we knew a whole lot of stuff were going on. But FIFA didn't want to publish the report. But then, you know, after some leaks here and there and all that, with people actually insinuating or rather anticipating that there's something there that they are trying to hide. But right now, we have it all out in our hands, but then a whole lot of issues.
I think this is one of the few moments you feel happy being a journalist. This is one of the few moments you raise your thumb up for the press, that they're doing a good job, didn't allow the issue die in natural death. And Cecilia, you know, there are other reports out there now, the role England played, a whole lot of things. Garcia wasn't happy, but FIFA told him then that, look, I will see your report, but look, it's not enough to call back the process, the bidding process. There were many issues, but let it slide. But the moment heads started rolling in FIFA, you knew that something was going to happen. And the new administration said, okay, well, we're going to publish the Garcia report, just give us some time. And, you know, but now, I like the phrase, the phrasing, they said, illegal leaking, and I'm wondering, is leaking legal in the first place? But a German newspaper has beaten FIFA to it, and FIFA says, look, we're doing this so that the people see the correct version. Okay. You know, they feel that what has been leaked to that German newspaper could have been altered. You know, it could be an adulterated version.
Not the real story.
Not the real story. So they're pushing it out. But for football lovers, for all of us, I mean, it's a win-win situation because you get to read the report. You get damning evidence. Garcia had a whole lot to say. And Garcia is currently now in the US working in the court systems. And you know, it was well celebrated. It was received. And probably one of the reasons that triggered the involvement of the US that made them become the football police of the world is this incident where they felt there's so much corruption in football and the leaders.
Or maybe because I think, I don't know, but this is my own opinion. I felt they were thinking England bidded, you know, 2018. They didn't get it. US bidded 2020. They didn't get it. But you're having countries like Qatar, Russia, you know, with a whole lot of human rights abuses and all that. The reports we're hearing from those countries, alleged reports, you would say, from those countries. And they're actually beating these so-called superpowers, you know, to hosting the World Cup. And another thing is, you know, when you have someone like Garcia, I mean, he spent like 18 months interviewing different people, about 75 witnesses. So they didn't wanted to see that. Then the report now is out. But I think FIFA is saying now that, okay, this is actually a vindication that there was no, how do I put it now, no big corruption process involving the 2018 bid and also 2022 bid. That's concerning Russia and Qatar. It's like those countries were free. But from some of the reports we heard, you know, the one that leaked out that we read was that, okay, England was even involved in it, trying to say, okay, if we want to host a friendly, part of it, and you get knighted, and so many other stories that it's not really, you know, stories you won't say they're true until you get to have
Evidence,
the whole final report and also the evidence and all. But I think they actually did the right thing, releasing 480 something pages.
Yeah, I mean, there are many ways to look at it. You know, a lot of people said, you know, we're having all of this because USA didn't get it, United Kingdom didn't get it. But whichever way you want to look at it, everybody, we have transparency in football now. It may not be 100%. Transparency International will still be screaming to the high heavens, but a lot has changed. And the new administration in FIFA will tell you that was then. This is now. We are better for it. And conspiracy theorists, people who peddle all of these things will say, even if you release the Garcia report and it has been released, it's not going to alter Russia and Qatar bids that led to them being given the host. And that was what FIFA was trying to prevent. Yeah. So whatever comes out now, we're already reading about human rights abuses, we're already hearing about racism, but FIFA has put its foot on the ground and FIFA is saying Russia will host, Qatar will host, no matter what happens. So what the good thing about this Garcia report is that all other bid processes is going to be very... Don't let me, you can't get 100%, but it's going to be more
very tight,
transparent. And all of the stories that you've read in the past, it's not going to happen. There's going to be scrutiny. And FIFA, on its own, FIFA has said, we're going to make it more
What about the
open.
issue of what some countries usually say, okay, we'll play a friendly with their country. You know, you have to do is vote for us. We'll foot the bills and all that. Or maybe we want to build infrastructure, you know, in your country if you give us the bid. That might still be going on because that's where the whole corruption issue started from.
Let me be bold to say this. A lot of people will not agree with me. I might receive a lot of flack for what I'm about to say.
Maybe it will start with me.
You see, there's a lot of... unwritten rules in this bid process.
Yes.
There's a lot of things that go on that is not in the books, but is standard practice. Now, when the house came tumbling down, a whole lot of revelations. Look, the truth of the matter is, even these top countries, the United States, the United Kingdom, have tried to do some of these things in the past. You know, some of these things they are accusing others of. They may not have gone to the level of giving bribes,
money, exactly, money,
and, you know, but
hands
promises were made, suggestions were made. David, a lot of things have come out recently about David Beckham, how he led the English bid, and in that crew you had Prince Williams, you have the UK Prime Minister,
David Cameron.